Yeah, can we talk about the fact that Fatima is clearly manipulating her man and in the worst ways possible? This is literally giving me two can play that game vibes. And the fact that instead of talking directly to Zach, which is something that's what makes Fatima so off putting. We know she is more than capable than to be playing these games. We know she's confident, she's strong-willed. We know the fact that she doesn't take crap from anybody, and she's able to communicate effectively even when those around her are just, moving on emotion more than anything else. Think of it this way. Instead of talking to her man about therapy, she decides to go behind his back and talk to a therapist who was referred to her from the guy that Zach knows is trying to make a move on her. And Fatima knows he's interested in her. And then on top of that, instead of having a sit down with the therapist, with Zach, instead she decides to, agree to help out Angela with her current situation, which involves the man who tried to violate Fatima's fiance at a surprise dinner. And then invite the doctor over. Oh, that's another thing. How in the world does Fatima expect this plan to work? Because I don't know if the doctor knows about this whole, convoluted scheme. She's telling Angela, hey, you call the doctor and invite him over because technically that means my hands won't be dirty. But in reality, you're the one who asked the doctor about the dinner in the first place. I guess that Angela's the one who's going to tell the time and location, but it doesn't really matter. Fatima was the one that initiated the entire thing. It's like a lie of omission, but that still doesn't mean you didn't lie. It's ridiculous. So then from there, we have the whole thing about her not telling her parents about Zach, which doesn't make any kind of sense. I mean, that raises a whole bunch of red flags. So did your parents know about Ian? What about your abortion? And now all of a sudden Zach isn't good enough to date, their baby girl? There are just so many things I feel like Tyler just omitted from the Fatima family dynamic. I mean, you build up Fatima's relationship with her family, but then when we finally meet them, or at least learn more about them, it doesn't seem to match up well at all. So now you have the parents doing a background check on Zach, and they have questions that maybe Fatima doesn't even know the answer to. And I'm under the impression that perhaps she won't even tell Zach about the fact that he's going to get grilled during this dinner. And then that's going to lead to even more issues. I mean, season 1, are we just going to forget about the fact that Ian's mom asked her to come over to dinner? Did that just not happen? Did it happen off screen, or what's going on with that? She still hasn't told Zach. That's not to say Zach doesn't know a few things that he hasn't told her. Like, he didn't tell her about Connie yet. I mean, they haven't done anything, but he didn't tell her about Connie when they were in a grocery store. He said it was a dude from a school that he was talking to. Then on top of that, you have the fact that, well, this just happened, so I can't be sure if he's going to tell her. But what about Deja planning the suit? Maybe this is going to happen post-dinner where he'll bring it up. But I don't know. I just feel like Fatima is doing everything in order to avoid talking to Zach about something when that contradicts who she is as a character, or at least the Fatima we knew when we first met her. So I think all these manipulation games are going to blow up in her face, and she's going to have nobody to blame but herself, but she's still going to be mad at Zach. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I think that it's wrong that she's literally blindsiding him, and this better not be no bullcrap. Well, look at all the times you blindsided me with your baby mama shit. Be quiet, Fatima. It's not the same. So like and subscribe, follow me on social media, and I'll catch you in the next one.